Hello, welcome back to BOS Recreational Mining. My name's Brian. Harry's holding the camera. Harry also does the text. So if there's misspelling, you know what's going on. I'm not the greatest speller.
Neither am I.
And apparently he isn't either. You got that right. Okay, this is the old VAT tank. Vigorously agitated tank. You can see what's left of the last run. This was 100% magnetic ore concentrate. Almost about an ounce and 3/4 grade of gold. About a couple ounces of silver in there. This has been leached. Over here, you can see the carbon is in the pipe with a fountain pump pumping it around and round. That precious metals have absorbed into the carbon, which is at the bottom of the pipe a long time ago. We'll be turning it off today and letting it dry out, getting ready to ash it. But today's project is this tank. You can tell we've already cut off the thermostat that we were using to control the heater that was in it. And now we've got a different heater. It has its own thermostat, but we're still going to use the old thermostat just so we can get a readout of what the water temperature actually is, or the EcoGoldex temperature. Okay, well, you probably saw this before, so I'll go through it quickly. About a 1/2 horse, 3/4 horsepower motor, geared up. Oh, I'm sorry, geared down when you go from small to big. 1/2-inch threaded rod, 2 pillow blocks, 2 paint stirrers that have been reversed. Take your pliers and reverse them. So as they spin, they push the liquid down against the bottom of the barrel. You don't want any dead space down there. You want everything moving. The conical tank, things move slowly, but they did move. So that probably took a couple days to get everything done. This one's probably going to take a couple hours and do a lot more. This is a 15 gallon tank, and this is a 50-gallon tank. And we're going to scale up from this. The next VAT tank you see is going to be an IBC tote, 300 gallons, 6 times bigger than this. Okay, this is the sensor. Right now we're just cleaning up the wiring. This is a Bayite, B-A-Y-I-T-E thermostat. It will turn on for heating. It will also turn on for cooling. It's got 2 different outlets for doing that. Set your temperatures to whatever you like. But we're using it so we know what the temperature of the tank is at a glance, so we don't have to come over here and shoot it with a laser. And we're just keeping the wiring clean. This isn't we're not gonna be using this for forever. So you're seeing a pretty simple setup. Don't want to cut the wire, no reason to. Just tied it up with a tie wrap. Don't want the wire yanking out of the machine either, out of the thermostat. So we're going to give it some slack. Just tape it down. Very temporary. Okay, when you're doing leaching, you also need to add oxygen. You can get oxygen out of the air. We're going to be adding oxygen 2 different ways. This is one of them. We're going to use a fish tank air pump. So we're going to turn off the camera, move it most of the way over, and we'll be right back. Fish tank air pump. Again, temporary setup. We're not bolting it down. We're just using electrical tape get it on there. This only needs to work for a couple months. By then you'll have a 300-gallon tank. Then you're going to see all the nice backer boards and everything mounted, and all the numbers and bells and whistles and insulation. It's coming on summer now, so I'm not too worried about insulating this. It's going to get heated from the outside. Again, this is Amazon Bayite, Amazon, whatever brand you want. The heating belts, Amazon. Make sure you get a heating belt for plastic. If you get a heating belt for metal and you get it too hot, it'll melt the barrel. This is one of our oxygen sources. Fish tank bubble stones. Very simple. Just hang them in there and tape them. Very simple. We'll take that down here in a moment. Welcome back. We're pretty much done. All we have to do is run it. What we just did was we added a plug bar, so we have a place to plug in everything and not tie up all the outlets around and have cords everywhere. You can see we've been using a lot of tape to keep everything as clean as we can. We got our air. We'll also be adding chemical air called hydrogen peroxide. We got our motor impeller all set. We've got our digital temperature. Come around here so everybody can see it's a nice day in Colorado.
70 degrees.
This measures the outside of the tank, and we already know the tank is going to have an insulating factor to it. So the number on here is going to be about 10 to 15 degrees lower than the liquid on the inside of the tank. We know about that. We got it covered. Fish tank, air blower, double output on bubble stones on the end to make nice fine bubbles, sparging air.
Plug in the motor.
And what else we got that takes power?
The motor.
We got the heater down there that takes power. It's going to plug in up here. That's about it.
Oh, you're going to plug in the motor to show them?
This is a VAT system, vigorously agitated tank. You're going to see a ton of stuff on YouTube that is not vigorously agitated tanks, and they will say because it's in a tank it's a VAT. You'll see a lot of the African and Mozambique, and all of them, they think they are running VAT tanks. They're just running stagnant tanks, just basic leach tanks. If the ore is not moving, it's not being vigorously agitated. This one we used last week, that's barely a VAT tank because that ore was being brought to the top very slowly with a fountain of water. But it was moving, so I guess you can call it being agitated. We heat it, we move it, and we get our results very fast. We're going to be adding carbon, activated carbon, as our absorbent to absorb out the precious metals. Haven't quite gotten to that point yet. As soon as we get this full and that being agitated, we're probably going to add a bag of carbon and let that absorb the precious metals out of the solution. And thank you for watching.
You're going to plug it in and show them the motor turning?
Yeah, let's plug in the motor. I'll bet you guys would love to see that.
See how fast it goes.
And see how loud it is.
Yeah, it's not very loud.
It's not loud to us, but cameras for some reason pick up motor sounds and make talking impossible.
Let's see. It's not so bad. I got a V meter. Not so bad. See? It's going to be pretty quiet. And that's how fast it goes. Pretty fast.
That's probably a 1700 RPM motor, gear down factor of 3. So
6.
that impeller will turn this liquid or the liquid in here into a nice fat tornado of air being sucked in and blown air. So we got 3 ways of getting air into the liquid. The impeller is going to add some air. The fish tank's going to add some air, and I'm going to add some H2O2, some
Sodium perchlorate.
sodium perchlorate,
Sodium percarbonate.
sodium percarbonate, yes, which will make hydrogen peroxide. Lots of it. It'll foam a tiny bit, and the reaction will go quickly. See you on the next one.